Number 8. Now again, here, I mean, this is a hard choice, but
Yeah.
because there's a lot of teams I don't want to put this low, and a lot of teams I don't think that, like, yeah, I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I've put the Rams. I haven't put the Rams in yet, have I?
No, I don't think you
Don't
have.
think so.
Then I got to put the Rams here. They're leading the NFC West.
That
Right?
is crazy to think about.
Yeah, leading the NFC West. But I just cannot rely my ranking on Jared Goff. You know, they've got game changers all across the board. They've got arguably one of the best coaches in Sean McVay. I mean, I just can't with Jared Goff. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Tyler Higbee, you know, they're 3 running back kind of style. Henderson, Akers, I don't know the third one, but
Brown.
yep. I mean, besides that, they've got Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. They've got a pretty underrated secondary, but I just cannot rely on the Rams to do that great in the playoffs. Just can't.
8, I'm putting the Cardinals.
Hmm.
I mean, I like the Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins duo. I think that Larry Fitzgerald and Christian Kirk have been shadowed by DeAndre Hopkins. I still think they have a solid receivers. And I mean, Kyler can have a great game anytime. So,
Yeah. What about you, Colin?
You know, here at 8, I'm going to have to go with the one, the only, the Buffalo Bills. The defense has for sure regressed from last season. They rely upon their offense now, and it's a shame their defense regressed because if not, they could easily be doing so much better. Super inconsistent, honestly. You know, the Titans game and the Chiefs game, both of those, you know, those are like, yikes,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Yeah.
Freaking Arizona Cardinals game, that was just, you know, pure luck, honestly, at the end. But, you know, it's still a loss at the end of the day. And, yeah, Bills at 8, in my opinion.
All right. Number 7, I'm going to have to go, you know, number 7 is a hard one because I've got 3 teams I could put here. But I'm just going to have to go with it pains me to say this, but the Seattle Seahawks. Russell Wilson, I think, is out of the MVP conversation. You know, he had a great game against the Cardinals, but still, you know, he's got too many turnovers. I mean, yeah. Their defense is atrocious, but the only thing that's keeping them afloat in the league right now is Russell Wilson's extremely impressive play.
I agree with Seattle Seahawks at 7.
Yep.
I do like how Russell Wilson's playing. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett are looking like a scary wide receiver duo to go along with Russell Wilson. I like the Seahawks offense, but as you said, the Seahawks defense has not been helping them out very much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here at number, 7, I'm going to have to go with the Tennessee Titans. I agree with your statement about, you know, if Derrick Henry has an off game, it's over for them. But at the same time, he really hasn't had an off game yet this season, has he? I mean,
Not
dude
really, no.
probably
Not
single-handedly ended the Ravens, you know, playoff hopes in one play. Ryan Tannehill, despite the fact that he is, you know, a system QB, or not a system QB, a game manager QB, he's a very good game managing QB at that, you know. They have just enough, you know, passing, just enough, you know, deep balls to, you know, keep a defense on its toes. I really like the Titans, honestly, at this point, for number 7.
Number 6, you know, I'm going to have to go with the Saints. I know people put them way higher in their rankings, but I just can't, especially with we don't know exactly how long Drew Brees is going to be out. Defensively, the Saints are pretty average, you know, not horrible. They don't like let up 40 points every game. They don't. I mean, they can still score. Taysom Hill, he's you know, he's more of a read option kind of quarterback. So I don't think they can rely on Taysom Hill to carry them that far. So that's why I've got him at 6, right? 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
4, 5, and 6 are very interchangeable for me. But I'm going to put the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 6. I think for the offensive firepower this team has, they've been underperforming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have arguably the greatest football player of all time in Tom Brady, and you have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and then Ronald Jones at running back isn't bad either. I mean, they just have a lot of offensive weapons, and they just haven't seemed to get anything going with them.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers here at number 6. I will say though, to have the most potential to improve, especially if Antonio Brown can start hitting his stride. Rob Gronkowski can get back to his old Gronk days. Tons of potential to improve. Their defense has been amazing this season. Offense has been inconsistent. I think I have a doubts about them in the playoffs for some reason. I just have a gut feeling, which is surprising because that's where I feel like most of these weapons would be most useful. But I'm going to have to go with Tampa Bay at number 6 here.
Now, number 5, this is controversial because I got the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's probably going to win the MVP, or at least he should. Him and Devontae Adams, that connection is unreal. I mean, and we even saw without Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers was still able to go out, and I think he got 2 wins. The 2 weeks Devontae Adams was out, I think they won. So that just shows you how great Aaron Rodgers is. The only reason that they're this low, people put them at like 2 and 3. I've got them at 5 because of their run defense. Their run defense is the worst in the league. Like, the Jets have a better run defense than them. It's horrible. It's awful. So that's why I've got them at 5. But what do you have to say, David?
I'm putting the Bills at 5.
Yeah.
I know this might be higher than most people think the Bills are, but the Bills have a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Titans game, that kind of sets them back a little bit, but that was one bad game. And, I mean, they shouldn't have lost to the Cardinals, and they gave the Chiefs a decent run. I mean, yeah, 9 points against the Chiefs. It's not the greatest, but, I mean, it's the Chiefs. So,
Yeah.
I like the Bills team. Josh Allen is a MVP caliber quarterback for sure, and I like his connection with Stephon Diggs right now. Their first year together, and they're already Stephon Diggs is already the league leader in receiving yards. So, just like the Bills team, I think they can get to they can be a surprise for the AFC Championship game, I think.
What about you, Colin?
Here I'm going to have to go with the New Orleans Saints. Mike Thomas, I'm not entirely sure what's up with him, but he is, inconsistent on just, flat out getting onto the field. With Drew Brees out, they do have potential with Taysom Hill, especially because Drew Brees has not looked like his old self this season. Alvin Kamir, what can I say? Arguably the best. No, he is the best running. No, forgot about Dalvin Cook. Second best running back. Excluding Saquon because he's injured. Amazing. Freaking running back core. I guess I don't even know what you want to say. Defense is probably their one weakness here. Not amazing at all. Actually, pretty trash to be completely honest. But yeah, that's all of my reasons for the Saints at 5.
Colin, who you got at 4?
Who do I have at 4, dude? Probably the Packers.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, best quarterback wide receiver connection. Aaron Jones is doing extremely well as a running back. Aaron Rodgers, has just let the Jordan Love draft pick motivate him. I see them doing very well, especially in the postseason, in my opinion.
What about you, David?
I'm going to put the Saints at 4. Yes, Drew Brees is injured, but they have Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara is looking like the best running back of the season so far with Christian McCaffrey and Saquon injured. I mean, and Taysom Hill, he's not bad. He has shown up on a lot of Saints plays. I mean,
yeah,
you can trick defenses really well with Taysom Hill. I mean, and you still have Jameis Winston if you want to throw in trick plays with Jameis at quarterback. So I just like the Saints team. I think they can make a deep playoff run for sure. If they get Drew Brees back, of course. I mean, even if they don't, I still think the Saints get into the divisional. They make it past the wild card.
I've got the Bills at 4. It's my team. But watching them every week, I watched every single game. I just feel like well, I know for a fact the defense was playing pretty garbage. Like the first 8 weeks, not the first 8 weeks, like the first 6 weeks. They've really turned it around. They've done a lot better defensively. They've forced more turnovers, allowed less yards, and then the offense has improved greatly from last season. Josh Allen is really becoming into a franchise quarterback. You know, the addition of Stephon Diggs is incredible. You know, they just got to get that running offense down, and I think they could be easily top three. Now, I do think that they are a dark horse candidate for the Super Bowl. I think they match up pretty well with the Chiefs, especially in the AFC. Because if their defense goes back to the form that they were in last year, and the offense is still high power, high firing, you know, they could make it to the Super Bowl. I mean, Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, John Brown, Singletary, and Zach Moss out of the backfield. They've got a good offensive line. Josh Allen has really improved, and then so their defense has just not been performing. So, I mean, that's why I've got them at 4. Colin, who you got at 3?
At 3. Who have I not said yet?
I don't know. I've been tripping on that too.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Steelers, and I don't know. I don't know who you haven't said.
I think we messed up on a number. I think we did.
I don't know who else you haven't said, actually.
I think we've only got the Chiefs and the Steelers left.
I
have the Packers at 3.
Oh. So I forgot who I've said for 3 too. So you got the Packers
I
at
have
3.
the Packers at 3. I just like the Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams connection. I think their offense is doing great. If the Packers defense can step it up, they have a great shot at making the Super Bowl.
I mean, oh, my bad.
Who have you all not said yet?
I don't know. I can't really
think we
remember.
messed up
So
on a number.
yeah, something like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into 2. For me, I don't think it's really a surprise. They would be a lot lower if they've lost 2 or 3 games. You know, I don't think that they are the second best team in the NFL, but I kind of got to put them up there because they're still 10-0. So I got to go with the Steelers. You know, Ben Roethlisberger, still a great quarterback. They've got amazing weapons wide out. Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Juju, even though he's so overrated. Eric Ebron, James Conner still. They've got a great defense too. TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, the addition of Avery Williamson. They've just got some really good playmakers on defense. Yeah. So that's why they're at 2 for me.
I 100% agree with that. I put the Steelers at 2. Yes, they would be a lot lower if they had lost a couple of games, but you can't just put a 10-0 record to the side. I mean, it doesn't matter what teams you've played unless it's like the NFC East teams consistently.
Yeah.
10-0 is hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
what about you, Colin?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with this at number 2.
Steelers.
To be quite honest, you know, the Steelers, they're a good football team, right? They're a playoff contention. I'd be scared to play them in the playoffs. I just don't think they're worthy of a 10-0 record at this point. I just don't think it is. The Chiefs are the better team, for sure. But as, you know, everyone else said, they do have a 10-0 record, and we do have to respect that.
Yeah. I guess number 1, you know, pretty unanimous here. Mm-hmm. Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs, yep.
You just can't beat Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he's the greatest quarterback. Okay, that sounds wrong. Best quarterback in the NFL right now. He's not the greatest quarterback ever. Best quarterback in the NFL. He has been for 3 seasons now. You know, and with the weapons like Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, you know, you can't compete with that. I mean, high-powered, great defenses like the Steelers and the Colts. I mean, the Bills if they come back, but you just cannot beat that Kansas City offense. They're always going to put up points consistently. You know, their one weakness is the Oakland Raiders, so God forbid they face them in the playoffs.
Week, so.
Yeah. So I mean,
Chiefs are looking very scary right now.
Yes, they are. They are firing on all cylinders. I mean, is it cylinders? Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure I'm not saying something stupid. But that's why I've got them number one. What about you, David?
Yeah, it's definitely the Chiefs. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, agree, obviously. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is best quarterback in the league for 3 years. Agree with that. Tyreek Hill is amazing. Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, tons of weapons all around him.
Right.
The Raiders, did give us a bit of a blueprint on how to beat them. Patriots did it, 2 years ago in the AFC Championship? They just rushed three and made Patrick beat you with the pass. The same strategy for Lamar. The only difference here is, Patrick Mahomes is an amazing passer, and he can and will beat you with the pass. You just kind of have to hope that he has, an off day. Happened for the Raiders, almost happened for them again, even though, he played amazing. So, yeah, just hopefully they don't play the Raiders, and they look like they are well on their way to another Super Bowl win.
Yeah. Well, that's all 32.
Unless we missed one.
Yeah, I think we did miss one, or we messed up a number somehow, but I just couldn't think of a number three. So I've got the Bills number three. But besides that, this will probably conclude my power rankings and David and Prime Anon's power rankings for the NFL.
Yeah, y'all subscribe to Matt's, Mr. Horbag Hagley's channel. Link down in the description below. 20 likes on this video, and David, will you make a YouTube channel?
I can't promise you that.
Okay, 20
We'll see
likes
what
on the
happens.
video, and David makes a YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content, remember to subscribe, like the video, check out Matt's channel. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Peace out.